Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want chatting. There we go. That's better. There we go.
There we go.
Hi,
Yay.
everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. It's not Thursday. It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Let's get some music going.
We're switching it up on you. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks good, Chris. You even have the Lovemore.
Got that? Yeah, I got some of that stuff. It's behind the scenes. It all looks different. Like everything is messed. Like not what I'm used to here. So
It works.
Sweet.
How's everybody doing out there? Oh, I was trying to get some music going. Let's see.
We've got a few viewers. We'll see what if they chat in. But
Let's get some chip tunes going. Here we go.
meanwhile, while we're kind of waiting there, we have Zac Loveless with us, joining us to play a little bit of Jewel Box. We're going to be trying out the beta version of it on BGA, and sorry we couldn't get to it sooner. We were just very hesitant. Like, are we going to get sued if we play the alpha version online?
Time Roller that was on here is kind of one of our regulars. He's like, you're not supposed to play. You're not supposed to stream these. I'm like, we have permission. So like he was going back and forth. We're like, okay, let's just wait because we don't really know if we're supposed to or not. It's like something in the, I don't know.
We were gonna play it that night, weren't we? And then
he's like, are you sure? Like you shouldn't. Like I don't know, something you get banned or something. I'm like, what? I don't want to risk this yet. If we don't know for sure.
I wouldn't want you guys to risk it either. Yeah, I'd never heard of it, but yeah, I'd say better safe than sorry. And also, this version now that's now in beta is a lot more cleaned up anyway. So you guys are getting a little bit of a better experience.
Yeah. I think it was something along the lines like if you're in the alpha and the alpha testing and beta testing, it's like you're not supposed to reveal any secret stuff. But we're both like, well, this game's out. Like it's not like it's a secret
beta's
or anything.
Yeah, beta's public, so we should be good.
So now it's even better.
Yeah. Yep.
So we were doing like a little bit of Q&A here with Zac before, and we're like, we should have been recording this. Like we should have been live with it. But I don't know, Zac, do you want to tell us a little bit about your story and Lovemore games and this game, or whatever you want to share?
Yeah, I'll give you a little bit of kind of a summary version. But yeah, so I mean, I've grown up playing games. I think like a lot of us kind of have in our lives. You know, my parents had a board game shelf that was probably double the size of the one behind me, and so that was just kind of my thing. I mean, I was the classic kid. Like you may have done this too, TJ or Chris. Whereas like if I didn't like a certain rule, I'd like kind of try to tweak it or whatever. Or I'd make up my own games with face cards. I feel like that's like the classic like game designer thing that happens. But I wasn't too different than that. But anyways, I just kind of did that and started working on my own games for a little while and didn't really know what to do with it like a lot of designers do. You get to a point where you're like, what's the next step kind of a thing. And anyways, in that time, I was actually working at a credit union, and this guy comes in to get a business loan, and I start talking to him, and he owned a game company, so I was doing a loan for his game company. And that's Gatwick Games, the company that we just acquired recently. So anyways, after talking to him for a while, we connected, and I was like, yeah, I'm making a game, whatever. We just started talking about it. And then about 6 months later, it was COVID. So then 2020 hit. And that was actually, I don't know if you guys kind of heard about it, but COVID was a really good time for game companies because
for sure,
people were home and they're like, what are we going to do? Like games was just an easy option,
Yeah.
At least for the first little bit before the economy, did its thing. So yeah. But at the beginning, it was really good. And so that was actually kind of when he reached out to me. He was like, hey, we need some help. I remember talking to you. And anyways, I jumped out of the comfy, cushy bank job to work for this startup game company, which was a little scary, but it was exciting, And so anyways, long story short, that was 5 years ago. We started Lovemore Games 2 years ago. And then he had been trying to sell it for a few years and ended up not working out for a bunch of different people, and it worked out for me. So anyways, that's kind of the short story of that. So we kind of have the two brands right now, is Gatwick and Lovemore, and over time we'll combine them. We'll kind of do some redesigns and make it fit more of our Lovemore theme and stuff. But it was really fun because I wasn't really super involved in the game development in Gatwick Games. I was to some degree. And I definitely did help with the games, but I wasn't involved in like the design or what the components look like or anything like that. And so being able to jump in to my own thing was really exciting. And Top Waffle was kind of like our first go at it, like just trying stuff. And I was like teaching myself how to do Adobe Illustrator. We still worked with an artist and stuff, but I was like trying to figure it out too with her, And so anyways, that was like our first test, and so we loved it. But then Jewel Box, we're like, we need to take this step further, and so then we really just kind of took a different step. Which little side note is actually Top Waffle will probably end up going to redo it a little bit to fit more of that style.
Yeah.
Like a little bit more realism, kind of like, but still like fun, like I don't know, like olden day, like Waffle House type vibes kind of thing.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
anyways, but then so then Jewel Box, the game that we're gonna play is that idea that I had where I was just like, I want this to be a simple game, but I want the components to be extra. Like really cool, really pretty, but still have it be an affordable game. So, and then anyways, so that leads us to our third game that we're working on, which is about horses, which we're working on with Kristen Mott, which we're super excited about. And that one, it's hard to say that it's better than Jewel Box because I don't know that it is, but it's at least the caliber of Jewel Box, if not maybe a little bit better in terms of like quality and style and just overall coolness. So
I love it.
Yeah,
and
so
I love how you brought out, like with Jewel Box, you brought out the game and then also the expansion kind of together. Am I right on that? Like,
yeah,
that was a cool feature, and everything was punched, ready to go. Like,
and that was
just bust it out and play.
I will say though, TJ, I don't know about you guys, but one of my favorite parts about getting a new game is punching the pieces out. Like,
it's true. I like it too.
But for us, it ended up coming out like the 75 tiles. We were either it was like this massive sheet, or they could have made them smaller. But if we wanted to make them smaller to fit inside the box, it was going to be like, several sheets, which would have made the box bigger. So we kind of cut that in the end. But anyways, the expansion, it's interesting that you bring that up because there's been some mixed opinions like, well, why don't you just release it all together, And our whole idea was if we added in all of the pieces from the expansion into the base game, the price would have made it a little bit more than we wanted it to be. So we wanted to make there be an affordable option at $25, and then if you want the expansion, you can add it, but if not, you get the full experience besides some extra pieces and stuff. So.
Absolutely, yeah. No, that makes sense then.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you probably knew this, but we also designed it to fit all of the expansion pieces, so you don't have to lug around both boxes. So that's one benefit about coming out with an expansion with the base game.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
You gotta love when expansions can like have that space to be able to do it. Otherwise, I find myself, if an expansion is outside of the box, I won't play it as much.
Yes.
Because it's just one more thing to get out. But
I agree.
I leave them out though if they're like, I like expansions that fit into the game and it's not a lot of change or work to implement it. If it's like, this whole new thing for this expansion, I will leave that separate because
then it becomes a pain.
Yeah.
But this is easy. It's easy to implement and bring in.
I like the ones that you bring them in, you don't even really know there's an expansion. There's just more stuff.
Exactly. And that's, we didn't want to introduce too many new stuff because I think the biggest thing is, a lot of games, you guys and me, we're used to the games that are 1 to 4 or 2 to 4 players or 1 to 4 players, but in the general audience of like, let's say Grandpa Beck's, where they're buying all like the family card games and stuff, they're used to more of a 6-player game,
Right.
And so that was a big thing for us too, is we want to be able to hit that audience, and the 4-player limit for that audience is a little bit of a limit to them, So we're like, okay, well, there is an option for you, you can still play at 6 players. So, anyways.
Yeah, I need 6 players. Right? When we get all the kids together and their spouses, we need 6, and all the games go to 5. Like, come on, I need a 6.
One more.
One more.
I agree.
Kristen Mott's here. I didn't know you were playing with Zach today. Yeah, we are. It was kind of determined yesterday, so planned it. But
shout out to Kristen Mott, amazing designer. We're super stoked to be working on with her new game. And for all of you watching, TJ, one of his family's horses, is in the game as well, which is really exciting.
Yay!
Cool.
So,
I love it. So I did want to ask, and I know this, but your favorite game and why so?
Yeah, so my personal all-time favorite game is 5 Tribes. I was kind of talking to you guys about this earlier, but there's something satisfying that I 2 things, I guess. First thing is like the Moncala style, picking up pieces and dropping them is so satisfying. Like something that I feel like hasn't been touched enough in the game design world, especially when you have like more, I think it's 5 or 6 pieces. where you can basically go in a circle and like set up something perfectly for you, and just like, I don't know, there's something so perfect about it in my opinion. And then also I think that there's just the right amount of luck to strategy where I can most of the time like plan out my strategy every single time. Obviously, a lot of times my strategy comes out the genie cards, the Jin cards, I think is what they're called. Whatever ones come up, I kind of base my strategy around when I get there. But there's enough straightforwardness to it that I feel like I can win most of the time. So maybe there's something to that. I don't know. But also, I mean, there's something about like Bruno Cathala, I think, is an incredibly talented designer, and I love a lot of his games, but that's my favorite for sure. I wish that the base game was 6 players as well, but I believe the expansion might add 1 or 2 players, so which kind of fixes that issue. So yeah.
And that's is that Days of Wonder that published that? I think okay.
And I don't think that they have it in circulation right now, which is kind of a bummer, but. I mean, I don't think they're making new copies of it, but yeah, I don't know, it's one of my favorites.
Well, it's on BGA, I think, and it's one that I've wanted to try at some point, but yeah, it is out there. I do know that.
Oh, you're right, it is out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've talked about playing it on here at one point, but then I think we shifted gears, so we need to go visit that. And when we do, I'll be like, "This one's for you, Zach."
Yes, I appreciate it.
That's right. Well, I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Chris? Should we jump in, or is there anything else you want to share, Zach?
I was actually just telling you, TJ, if you want, I'd love to do a little sneak peek of your horse. How's that sound?
Yes, let's do it. Yes, I know you just mentioned that.
I would love to show it to you, just because it's kind of fun. And also, so you guys good if I share my screen here?
Yeah, Chris, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see how it works.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works here.
Shift some screen.
Let me know if you guys can see it.
Kind of. Okay, let's let me see here.
So right now, the way it looks on screen, it's just in my profile there. So, and it actually, you can see it.
Yeah, it's gonna do a goofy thing here on stream, but.
Or maybe you do like.
Well, okay, hang on. I know what I can do. I can go here. I can maximize.
I'm testing Chris's limits here. Let's see how.
Was it ready for this? Here, okay, we can do that. That kind of works. There we go.
There we go. That works.
There we go. All right, here's Sunny D, if you can see it.
I love it. Yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, some of the names I found out this, TJ, you probably already knew this, but horses have kind of almost like a birth name, if you want to call it, like Red Sunny D, I think is his full name, right?
Yeah.
And then a lot of times they have like a shorter version that they'll just call it, kind of a thing. And so, Sunny D is kind of what we did. But
is what you went with.
Anyways, Sunny D is part of this kind of Western type of horse. There's different types of horses in this game that are designated by this icon in the top right corner and the color at the top. So every horse is going to score differently. So your family's horse here, scores 2 points per. This is called dressage. It's one of the icons that's found on the horses. So basically, Sunny D is going to score if you have a bunch of dressage in your stable. So you're going to want to collect a lot of dressage to have Sunny D in there. But something that's really fun is every single horse, we just have a little snippet about the horse on every single card, but then at the back of the rulebook we're gonna have a QR code that'll link to a kind of like a blog post on our website that'll have the real life pictures and more information on it.
That's awesome.
So, anyways,
and so you have Keith's name there, which that's my uncle.
Is that the right person?
Yeah, Keith C. Yep. So I was just making sure. Yep. That's his horse.
Yep. That's his horse.
Awesome.
So now, when it comes out, you'll have to make sure. I mean. Yeah, and I could even send it to you, be like, hey, you can show him ahead of time and be like, this is what we're looking forward to.
This is the card that's coming.
He'll be like, there is no mountains in Iowa, but that's that's fine.
Yeah, no mountains in Iowa, yeah.
So where is this
the story, I don't want to give too much away yet, but the story is that we're all horse trainers, just like Kristen Mott was when she was younger. We're all horse trainers, and we are, we just finished this big day at the races. And we are bringing our horses back into the stable, and so, so this is all kind of taking place at the same place, essentially, kind of, with a bit of imagination. But that's why we'll have the mountains and stuff, and so, anyways, you're bringing your horses back in the stable, organizing them. So there's a little bit of jewel blocks, but very, very unique in how it plays, anyways. But kind of that like placement type style game. So
I love it. Is that painted? The artwork,
It
or
looks like it, but
it
our
does.
artist. So little quick side thing is that she's actually my wife's cousin, which is really fun. So we kind of have it.
Oh, cool.
She's incredibly talented, but it's actually just all on her iPad. So it's all digital art. But I think she uses certain brushes that, like, real art. So,
yeah.
Does she
anyways,
like horses too? Is this kind of like,
she
or is this
does,
new
but
territory?
this is kind of new territory for all of us. But I will say, same with Jewel Box with Beatles, and in this game, we've listened to a lot of podcasts. We, did a lot of stuff to like really get into the niche, the category of what we're learning about, so we've learned a lot about horses in this journey, which has been really fun. And Kristen has taught us a lot as well, so
that's great.
Anyways,
well, no,
yeah.
if you're willing to share that with me, I'd love to share it with my uncle. I think he'd think that's pretty cool. So
I think I would definitely love to share it. And again, we're gonna start showing some more about it, but this is just a little sneak peek of what's to come. So but yeah, every single horse card in this game is unique. It's all uniquely illustrated. They all have unique. It's kind of like Wingspan. There's some similarities in like some of the pointage, but technically everything is all unique. So, anyways.
So is Sunny D like a beast card in this game? Like,
Sunny D is pretty solid.
Okay.
I mean, because this one doesn't technically have a cap, whereas some of them might just say like X points if you do this, and it's just capped at that, whereas this one is, you could just collect this yellow symbol, horses with that yellow symbol, the dressage symbol, you could collect all of them basically, and you could get a lot of points for Sunny D. So
sweet.
He could be really good.
Okay, that's awesome.
So anyways, be excited, TJ. You're gonna want to collect Sunny D every time you see him.
That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna be serious horsepower. I'm telling you. So
exactly, horsepower. I like it. So, anyways, look forward to that in the coming weeks. We will start to announce some more stuff about it. So
awesome. Well, we'll stay tuned for sure. Cool. Now Chris needs to re-finagle it. Oh, hey, that was speedy right there.
Kind of speedy. I kind of had it ready to go.
There you go.
Kristen, are you still there? And if so, like, any other thoughts on your amazing stable game that you're working with Zac on? We'll see if she chimes in.
Let's see.
Otherwise, yeah we can. Are we friends on BGA?
I believe we are. I think we talked about it at one point about becoming friends so that we could play when we had a chance.
Okay.
So yeah, it looks like I have both of you guys on there.
Okay, perfect.
Sweet.
Yep.
Do you want to invite us, or do you want me to invite you?
Yeah, I can go. Well, whatever's easiest. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? For your guys' side of things?
I'll add you.
Okay, that sounds good. And if you guys want, there's a couple of options. We can play with it or not. It has when you're starting the game there, it has the option to do the expansion with the butterflies.
Yep.
And then the 5x5 grid, which is we won't be able to do the 5x5 with just the base game, but if you include the expansion on there, then we can do the 5x5.
We could do both.
Yeah. So
okay, I'll include both.
I like to play with both. I don't know about you guys, but the 5x5 is my favorite, just because it's a little more thinky, a little more tricky to figure out. So
absolutely.
Well, I've never played it, so I don't know either way.
Yes,
so
all right.
Yeah.
This is exciting. I love to play with people for the first time.
Lovemore has been great to work with, and this project has become a reality so quickly. It's been a game design bucket list item for me to create a game with my horse in it. I love it.
Awesome.
Can I ask what Kristen's horse's name is?
Yeah, her horses. Well, also her main horse that is featured the most, I would say, is called Dorothy.
Dorothy. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, she's beautiful. But then she actually has a couple other horses that we've included as well. So,
okay, awesome.
Yeah, which has been really fun. And fun fact is Dorothy is featured on the cover as well, so you'll have to see that.
Nice.
But that was one thing we really wanted to do. Is Dorothy is kind of what inspired it all for Kristen, and so we wanted to definitely pay homage to Dorothy and Kristen in that way. So
absolutely. I want to ask more games, but I'm sure or more questions, but I'm sure you need to keep it under wraps. So I'll just wait till things are revealed. So
no, we're excited. We're at that point where it's with the manufacturer now. They just barely started on production and stuff, and so we are it's a matter of time that that we'll have it in our hands and ready to show you guys it all. So it's not going to be too much longer. But
sweet. Yeah. And Kristen Mott says, "I so appreciate."
Is Kristen gonna have any demo or prototypes or anything with her at Gen Con?
Oh yeah.
I don't think we're gonna have any fast enough. I wish we could.
That's where last year at Gen Con we played Insectarium.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
It was a pretty final version at that point, but yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been cool to play it a year ago, and then I just got my copy this past week or 2 weeks ago. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I just heard that it just finished up. Yeah, we truthfully, it's like with everything going on, we're kind of starting to get into the convention space a little bit more. It's been something that we've been not as involved with yet, just because of being so new, and then purchasing Gatwick games has been kind of a whole roller coaster in and of itself. But having just like the one or two games, we're like, let's get a little bit more of a solid lineup, and then we'll kind of jump into it. So you guys might be seeing more of us, starting next year. We'll be onto a lot more. So.
Well, maybe we'll see you at a con next year. That would be good.
Yes, we would love to do that, to see you guys there. So yeah, we this year we were able to make it to Dice Tower West, which isn't a huge con. It's more of a customer kind of facing con, but that was really fun. We met some creators there as well. We met Bonzonator and Sarah. Yeah. Sarah, what's her name? I remember her handle.
Sarah Always Loses, that one?
Yes, Sarah Always Loses. Yes, yep. She was there too. And there's a couple others I want to say, but anyways, it was super fun. So
Sarah
we hope
lives
to go to more.
Kind of near us, I think.
Does
out
she?
in the Nebraska area,
yeah,
I think.
Western Nebraska. Yep.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but it was super fun to see all them, and I don't know, conventions, they're special.
They are. Yeah. They most definitely are.
Yeah.
Well, I think I've got the game up.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, Chris, how do you want to do this? Do you want us to give you a little summary of how to play? You just want to jump into it? What do you prefer?
Yeah, you can give a summary. Yeah, I think that works. We'd like to try to educate people.
Yes, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do a quick version for the people, also for yourself, Chris, just to kind of get it. So, on your turn, you are going to just roll a dice. That is going to be basically the luck factor of what determines which insect you get. So I'm going to roll the dice. I'll just do my turn to kind of show you. So I roll a dice and I get a 6. So 6 is a little bit lucky. 6 lets me take anything, but if I got a 1, I have to get this guy. So I'll just have to take that one. Okay. So 6 though lets me take anything. So I'm going to maybe choose this blue guy. The very first tile is just going to go right in front of me. Every future tile you get has to be placed adjacent to something already in front of you. So all the future tiles I get are going to have to be placed on one of the 4 sides of this jewel beetle. But then as I place more, the options of where I can place grow and grow. Kind of like King Domino, if you want to think about it that way a little bit.
And Chris, if you scroll down, you can see like his placement. I don't know if that helps at all, but
yeah, I was trying to see. Okay,
correct.
There it is.
And mine's just, again, the first one will just go in front of you. There's no choice on where that one goes per se. Everything's going to score a little bit differently, and you can kind of hover over the tile to see what that color scores like. But they're all pretty simple. Like the blue one I got just want to be in pairs of 2. So you just want 2 next to each other. Greens want everything around it to be different colors. So I want like a blue, a yellow, a purple, everything to be different. Reds want to be in a straight line. Oranges are actually kind of cool. They're the only one that doesn't matter about placement. Every single one you have to place it a certain way, but oranges just need to be an even number. You get 2 if you have an even number. You get 1 if you have an odd number per insect. And then the butterfly expansion is, let me see. I think ladybugs. Ladybugs want to be not touching each other. And the fun thing about that, I don't know if I've shared too much about it, but ladybugs actually eat each other in real life, which is sad.
What? Really?
Yeah. They eat themselves and other bugs. So that's kind of why we wanted to make them be the ones that score by not being next to each other.
Okay, interesting.
So,
yeah.
Just a fun little fact there. So anyways, and then the butterflies are kind of fun. Skippers, the pinks just want to be mirrored, meaning like one corner and one corner would be mirrored. And then yellows just want to be touching each other, however you want. Those are kind of just any formation. You'll kind of get it as you go, but yeah. I'm just giving you like a quick summary version. But every single piece you get, you can just kind of hover over it, see how it scores, and then kind of place it where you want to. So.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
And we're making a 5x5 grid.
Yes, correct. That's when the game will end. Is once we all fill up our 5x5 grid.
And one other thing, Zach, what's the tools? We've got tools we can use.
Correct. Great
Magnifying
question.
glass.
There's really just 2 you need to worry about, even though we have 3. Magnifying glass, when you start the round, it'll ask you if you want to use the magnifying glass or roll the dice. Magnifying glass will let you take any insect from the log without rolling the dice, or a random one from just the deck, if you prefer. And again, that's going to be like for example, if I have 4 ladybugs, that set is scoring me 8 points. But if I get a 5th one, that set is scoring me 15 points. And so that would be a good time to use that magnifying glass instead of leaving it up to the die roll. And then we have tweezers, which will let you switch 2 things in your grid. So let's say something like right now, if you got 2 purples in a row, which is not great, those wouldn't score. So later you can use your tweezers to switch those around and hopefully score something a little bit better. And then you have just an either or, so you can use another magnifying glass or another tweezers. Every single token you don't use, though, is 2 bonus points. So you'll kind of see that right now when we start out, each of us starts with 6 points because each one of those we haven't used is 2 points. So TJ, you have an extra 2 points because you already have a Swallowtail down, whereas me and Chris don't have a set yet, and so that's why we were both still at 6 points. But that's kind of why we start at 6 points, is because each of those is 2 points. So
Gotcha. Yep.
So my 3 here. So yeah, this will show up, I guess, at the beginning. That one doesn't matter too much. Pass. All right.
I have a feeling this probably plays very quickly on here.
It plays pretty
quick in person, but here it's even amplified.
Even more, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's the case with these digital games because you don't have to worry about the whole setup and everything. But
yeah, I always have a hard time. Like I've said this many times, but learning a game on BGA is hard for me sometimes because it's doing a lot of things automatically. But if you know how to play the game, it's great when it's taking care of all that shuffling and whatever, all the different things.
Yes, exactly. I 100% agree with that.
Okay, so what I missed, what does the magnifying glass do? I just, out of curiosity.
So that will it'll allow you to take any insect from the log without rolling the dice. So if there's one you really want. Okay. But again, if you see under our little names on the right-hand side of our screen, we only have 3 tokens, and then it's a one-time use thing. So you'll want to be kind of strategic when you want to use that. And again, if you can manage without using it, great, because that's 2 extra points. So.
Okay, so you pretty much got to roll and you get what you get.
Yes.
Yep.
And this was a game that I really designed with the intention of I wanted to connect the more tabletop gamers like us with the kind of family gamers that aren't into those games, because I wanted to make it the simplicity of you just get what you get kind of a thing, but then the strategy is all about how do you puzzle it together the best way.
Where do you place it?
Where do you place it?
Getting a raid by Board Gamer Steph.
Well, right.
Welcome.
Hi, Board Gamer Steph.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome, Raiders. We're playing Jewel Box with designer Zach.
How's it going, guys?
He's teaching us his game, Jewel Box. It's out on BGA now in beta stage, so we're giving it a go.
Board Gamer Steph said they played it the other day on stream.
Oh, awesome.
Nice. Okay.
Thank you, Board Gamer Steph.
Okay. Oh, my turn. Sorry.
Yeah, I think this just went live in beta on the 10th or 11th last week, so it's pretty fresh and it's fun. I just today I was looking at the rankings and I was like, oh wow, people have already played this game quite a bit. Like some people already have a pretty good elo on it.
Nice.
So it's kind of fun.
And so when to create the game on here, did you do that, and was it highly complex, or did you
That's a
have
great
somebody
question.
else do it, or?
I just barely found out about this from Ammon Anderson. You guys familiar with him with Gnome Hollow?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I met with him recently. He was giving me kind of the rundown, but turns out their Board Game Arena has a bunch of basically volunteer designers that make the games with you.
Okay.
So they get I can't remember how it works. They get a little bit of a kickback or something from the proceeds of it or whatever. So they're getting paid somehow, but it's kind of volunteer, I think, is how it works a little bit. So surprisingly, we don't have to pay anything, which is kind of crazy.
Nice. Wow.
I know.
That's awesome.
So, and I think it's a good thing for BGA to just get more onto the platform.
Yeah.
For at least a while.
I know there was a lot of hesitation years ago, like, oh no, I want people to buy the game. But in my experience, I've honestly wanted to buy games after playing it on here because, I can try it out and like, okay, yeah, I definitely like this. I want to go get it, have the real copy. So I think I do think it's been a benefit for a lot of games.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard some of that too, Chris. I think some of the great things I've heard, like River Valley Glassworks was one that I actually played. Well, because I think the Kickstarter was up, they had it on BGA, and when I played it on BGA, I was like, this is really fun, and then I backed it. I was like, I might as well try it before I back it.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good point. And the other thing too is it's like some of these games you think about Wingspan and Everdell and these just games that have beautiful components. There's something about squishing the little berry in Everdell, that you can't get. So it's like I'd love to play it on here, but also I want to squish that little berry in Everdell. So
I've heard of that, but I've never actually played Everdell.
It's fun.
Is it?
Yeah, I would say it's in my top 5 for sure. It's
okay.
I think one thing that really helps it out is the production quality is really impressive.
Oh yeah. And there's so many expansions to it now too.
Which I don't own any, so I can't speak to those. But the base game I think I bought, they're you know how Target will do their sales every once in a while where it's like buy 2 get 1 free or something like that. I think I got it a year or 2 ago at Christmas time with one of those Target sales.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Going to raid and run. Awesome, Michael says, have a great stream. Thank you.
Sweet. All right, let's see.
We should let Raiders know that normally we are streaming on Thursday nights at 9:15 Central. But tonight, we're not able to stream tomorrow night, and we wanted to play Jewel Box because we've been wanting to play it for a couple weeks now. Zach was able to join us, and so that's why we're here on a Wednesday night. But
TJ's on top of things. I'm still flustered trying to figure out my new OBS setup, so I'm all over the place. I'm like, what am I doing? I normally have a little button, a thing down there that shows me how many users are in chat. I'm like, can't see that, so I'm like, I don't know how many people just came in. It's all right. TJ's on top of things.
Just helping you out.
Yeah.
By the way, TJ, I really like your setup too, like the little Superman and everything you got going behind you.
Thank you.
It's really cool.
Yeah, this is my fortress of solitude, if you will. So.
Yes, I can. Do you get to work from home, TJ, or do you go into an office?
I used to, but now I'm I work for our local school district, and so I'm the way our program's set up is I'm at 2 different business locations in our community. But so not anymore. I don't work remotely. I'm in the classroom. So yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would be a sweet office to work out of every day.
It was a great office to work in when I was working for U-Science. So yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. I also love the little Mario guy you got. I got my Mario.
Oh yeah,
my
little. Yep, there's actually another one right here too, and I have a Zelda on the other side, but this one's jumping, it. So yeah.
It's so fun. The little retro stuff. I love it.
That's right, yeah. I saw your Mario poster in the background for sure.
I was if you guys ever remember Nintendo Power? Like the magazine.
Oh yeah. The magazine?
Yeah, that was I was a teenager when that was out, and I saved up all my money to subscribe to that. That was
that's awesome.
It was my thing, and I think that being part of Nintendo Power, you got certain benefits, and so I got some of these posters one time.
Sweet.
It was it's really cool.
I remember really reading them heavily when Nintendo 64 came out. That's when I remember them. And so the Donkey Kong issue, and it was just the coolest thing.
There was something special about the physical print that we can read all the online reviews, and that's fun. But having that physical thing, magazine that came to your house and reading about the next cool game. There's something about that was really special.
That was special. Yeah.
Kristen said she had to sign off. She has to sign off and go to bed.
Okay.
Thanks for hanging for a bit.
Yep. Thanks for hopping on, Kristen. Sleep well. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Hope to,
Bye,
hope to see you at
Kristen.
Gen Con.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's
I have a question on.
Yes.
So
go
my
ahead.
Scarab game points individually feature adjacent insects from a different family. What?
Oh yeah.
How do you determine families? Is that the colors?
Yeah, sorry, yeah. So, yes, you can replace family with color if you, want. So, yeah. And what it means by edge or corner or middle is basically if it's on one of the edges, obviously, or the corner of your board, if your 5x5 board, it's only going to score 2 points if everything's different. And that's because on a corner, you're only going to have 2 insects touching it. On an edge, you're only going to have 3 insects touching it. So it only scores 2. But if it's on one of the middle spaces, and that means there's 4 different things touching it, 4 different insects, then it's going to score 3 points if they're all different.
Okay.
So,
And the
correct.
butterflies one is like it scores your largest group, correct?
For the yellows, correct.
Yes.
Yeah, for the swallowtails. Yeah, so that one, you just want to keep them all together and kind of any formation. That one's, you can kind of snake it around or put it in a box or however.
Touching.
But if you have like 2 up here and 1 over here, it's only going to score the 2, and this one over here is not going to score anything.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Do. I think I'm going to try for this one here. Okay. And I forget the pass. I gotta click on that. Did Board Gamer Steph say what they were playing?
Oh, I didn't. No, I did not ask. Yeah, what were you guys doing over on your channel?
Yeah. I noticed too, Chris, there's no music. Is that...
I shared it with you all. Let me try it again.
I don't hear it. So that's... I just didn't know if they didn't hear it, so... There it is.
It's playing.
There you go.
Hey, you know, Zoom has been doing that. Like, I shared it, and then it went away. And then I shared it again, and it went away.
Really?
I don't
Have
know.
you been to the whole time, Chris?
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
So you haven't heard any of the sounders, the raid when it came in. You didn't hear any of that stuff, I guess. I guess I gotta take the swallowtail. It's gonna go, I guess, next to the other one.
Yep.
And then what do the
Cosmic
forceps
Beats
do
here.
again?
So those are, they allow you to switch any 2 tiles currently in your grid. So that, I will say, usually is more of a late game thing where your options become very limited and you have to place stuff next to stuff you don't want to place it next to, and then you can fix it a little bit.
Swap them around. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cosmic Beat
Alright.
says Dino Garden and Castle Raisers. Can't remember the other one, though. Dino Garden, is that like... That's the Dino version of Aqua Garden. Is that right? That's coming out soon?
I do not know.
Yeah, Cosmic Beat says. 10 points for Gryffindor. You must take the 14-spotted ladybug. Not 12. 14.
Nope.
Okay, I suppose. Let's see. Seems like a cool place to kick it. There we go.
There.
I never went all in on Aqua Garden during their last Kickstarter. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I saw they're releasing 3 games together or something. Dino, and there's like a bird one. Oh, I gotta pass. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're good.
You're good. I was gonna.
So, Zach, Gatwick Games, like,
Yeah.
do you have a favorite? Is there... They have a bestseller?
So yeah, I kind of do. I mean, their games are definitely more of like the family, like just very family.
Are they like party games, or
Like kind of like party games. Yeah, they got a couple of card games that are kind of like, you know, if you want to compare it to like Grandpa Beck style or Exploding Kitten style games, you know, where they're a little bit more card gamey.
yeah?
Their very first game that they ever made was called Goat Lords. So I don't know if you've ever heard that
Okay.
one, but
I've
it's
not.
plays kind of similarly to Cover Your Assets, where you're getting sets of stuff, but then it's kind of like Exploding Kittens too, where you're like blowing each other's goats up and like stealing each other's goats and stuff, and it's just kind of got like this silly humor to it. their best-selling game though is called It's in the Bag. So that's like a very kind of, I'd like to say almost like a classic party game, like a Moniker style, or like a just like those like very, you can play with anyone and anywhere kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And that's actually the one that we're currently redesigning. So that one's been out for maybe 8-ish years or so, and so that one is, again, it sells really well, but it is a little outdated, the design. So we're doing a little bit of a 2025 revamp, which is gonna look really, really cool. So
sweet. Chris, did you hear that? Monikers.
Yeah.
A Monikers like game.
Yes. Do you like Monikers, Chris?
Our family likes Monikers. My son-in-law loves it.
There you go. So, and the fun little fact is that one is actually in production right now as well with the Stable Times game. And so we're kind of mainly be pushing Stable Times when it comes out, but we're probably going to send people like yourself, TJ and Chris, maybe some review copies and stuff. And so we'll include both It's in the Bag and Stable Times in there for you. So
yay. Okay.
So anyways, but the design on this is really just, I don't know, looks really good for It's in the Bag as well. So
P.S. I want to say how wonderful it is to work with you. You've always been so friendly, approachable, and I do want to publicly recognize you for supporting our stream in May the last couple years. But like, yeah, it's just been phenomenal, and yeah, you're a true joy to work with. So I hope you know that.
Well, I can say the same about yourself, TJ. It's been awesome working with you as well. I feel like, in general, I feel like the tabletop game community on social media and everywhere else is just, everyone's just really friendly, and
yeah,
so
exactly.
nice to each other.
Yeah.
But you're definitely, it's been fun to work with you, to say the least.
Likewise.
So, and this is an honor to come on and do this, and first of all, we get to play games together, which is awesome.
I know.
Just getting to know you guys better, it's really fun. So, it's one thing to meet each other and talk through social media and email or whatever, but it's fun to talk and get to know each other on that level.
Actually
too.
connect,
So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, no, it's been a lot of fun. It's like with Top Waffle, we did get into the community a little bit, but it wasn't until Jewel Box that we really sunk our teeth into the community and got to know everyone, and it's special. It's another family. I've heard a lot of people say that it's like another family that we all have together. But it really is. It's not a toxic community either. It's really cool.
So very true. And actually, I was going to tell you, I busted out Top Waffle. My son and I were going to play it this evening, but we ran into bedtime, so it's out on our table right now. So we'll probably play it tomorrow. But
so fun.
Yeah, it's a beautiful game, and it always makes me hungry.
Yes. So Top Waffle was my very first game that I made kind of on my own, because I helped with a lot of the games from Gatwick again, like I mentioned, and there was some that I kind of led, at least the gameplay on, but Top Waffle was my first where I made all the decisions, kind of a thing,
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of beauty to it, but also there's some things where I'm like, that was my first game.
Yeah. For sure.
And so, anyways, we want to keep the same joy and magic and kind of beauty of it, but we kind of realized we're going into with Jewel Box and then also this new Stable Times game with Chris, and we're kind of going into this we're kind of figuring out our branding. I feel like a little bit, figuring out what we want to become, who we want to be, and so that's why in the end I think Top Waffle will evolve into a little bit more of that, but still be the same game. There might be minor tweaks to certain elements of it, but for the most part, it's going to be mainly just a little bit of a redesign and to fit the new Lovemore games that we're trying to create. So
I love it. That's great.
It'll be really, really exciting to see that come
and
to
so
fruition.
far you are schooling us, that's for sure. Probably go figure, the designers here.
I will say though, TJ, I don't know if you've played the solo version of this, but it's just try to get the highest points basically, but we have tiers of how to become a master entomologist. I still have not gotten to become a master entomologist, which is crazy because I'm the designer.
Yeah.
But the reason why I knew it was possible is because my wife got it. And so far I've only met 2 people that have got it. It was my wife and her sister. And
oh, nice.
I've gotten 62 several times, right? Literally 1 point away. And I just get so frustrated because I'm like, how many times do I have to do this to get 62?
I should be able to do this. I created the
like,
darn thing.
I was like, did I make this too hard? But, you know, I like a good challenge when it comes to like a solo game, you know?
So, okay, remind me, what's the status? What's that level, the top one?
So it's 63 points, and it's how to become, and we call it Master Entomologist. So you become a Master Entomologist.
Okay, I've only been a Pro.
I believe Pro is the second one, yeah, and that's in the 50s. I'm trying to remember that number, but some of the 50s.
So all 4 times I've played it solo, I've been a Pro.
Yes, okay.
Entomologist.
That's me too.
Yeah, so
more than 4 times, and I'm still Pro.
I'm sure. Yes, yeah.
But anyways, yeah, but I was like, I know it's possible because I've seen it done. I think my wife's highest score is around 65-ish or something, so just a little bit above it, but
it runs in the family.
Yes, I guess so. Well, my wife actually playtested Jewelbox much more than I even did, which was really fun actually to see her kind of really get into it and everything. One time I came home from my day job, and she was like, I played Jewelbox for 3 hours, and I was like, how do you play for 3 hours? She's like, I played like 20 games of it with my sister. I was like, and this was like the prototype where, I don't know if you've seen these, they're like little colored chips that are like kind of see-through. Like a lot of people use them for like homeschool or something where you're like counting or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like I use those with my prototype sometimes, and that was all it was. Like it was just the little color circles. We didn't have any, fancy even. But that's how she played it for 3 hours, was with those little tokens.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So that's, I kind of knew before that, but it was at that point where I was like, okay, I think this is a good enough game if my wife wanted to play it. It's funny because I asked her, I told her, I was like, Emily, you don't have to like play test this anymore. Like, I think we're good. And she was like, I wasn't play testing it. I was just playing it.
I love it. That's great. So, yeah. When you lose track of time and you still want to keep doing it, that's where you find flow, and that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know where to go with this.
By the way, I keep getting the ladybugs.
Ooh, the ladybugs are great. But yeah, getting them too fast in a row, it makes it a little tricky, doesn't it?
It's hard, yeah.
The other one that I've seen a few times with like people that I'll play with is getting too many greens in a row is also extremely difficult.
Very hard.
Yeah, those ones both are very difficult to deal with.
Which we currently have 3 in the market right now.
We currently have 3. I was gonna say, I don't mind 1, I don't think. Oh, cool! I got 1.
I'm still reading all the things. Where they score, and this is one of those games where I just have to like play it a couple times, and then I have it.
And the physical game, Chris, we have like a little reference card that you have next to you to help. This one I guess you can still hover over it, but yeah, the reference card is nice.
And the rule book is very straightforward, very quick to go through. It's actually the design of it looks like a field guide, it looks like a.
I love it when games are like that. Very thematic all throughout.
Well, and that came from a lot of podcasts, a lot of different, just listening, talking to a lot of we had kind of one main influencer that wasn't part of the game community. She was actually part of she was an insect influencer, if you want to call it that, on TikTok, and she actually is one that we worked with in kind of fact checking a lot of the stuff and whatnot. And we actually, in the very end of the rule book, we actually give her a little bit of credit for fact checking and stuff. So anyways, she was great to work with, but we talked to her a lot, and so like anything from like not ladybugs, just beetles in general are most typically found under logs or wood, and so that's why it's a log board, because it's usually a lot of beetle hunters and stuff.
Fair. Yep.
They'll go find logs and they'll pill them up and they'll grab the, imagine like Lion King, Simone and Pumbaa are going and grabbing the logs and grabbing all the bugs out of them. And so anyways, it was just, we really wanted it, there's obviously a little bit of a stretch on maybe some stuff, like butterflies you might not find on a log, but for the most part, we really wanted it to be, like accurate. If an entomologist was playing it, they'd be like, oh, like you took actually some extra steps in like making this pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And then, most people are like, whatever. it's pretty, and that's what they care about, which is great too. So I'm gonna throw this right here.
So then I want why maybe I missed this someplace, but why Jewel Box? Like what's because when I look at that I'm like, okay, it's a game about bugs. What's the jewel? I mean, obviously they're all very pretty bugs.
That's my favorite question, Chris. I love it. So two reasons. One of them, first of all, is the blue insects are actually called jewel beetles. So that's like the family of bugs.
Literally one on screen. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So there's actually, they're called jewels, but that's not the main reason. The main reason is because back in the Victorian era, and this is explained in the back of the rule book a little bit too. But back in the Victorian era, they used to collect beetles, and after they had died, they would use their shells and they would put them on jewelry. They'd put them on necklaces. They'd actually put them on like clothing and hair, whatever, clips or something. And they usually would have special jewelry boxes that were for their beetle stuff, like their beetle earrings and their beetles. So it's kind of like a play on jewelry.
Yeah.
And the fact that their beetles were actually jewelry back then. So.
And the actual game box looks like one of those boxes,
Correct.
displaying the beetles.
Yeah, so we have a little display of the beetles, and so that was actually really fun. And Jewel Box was not my favorite option at the beginning. A little fun side fact. This is the actual name of it, or so this is a little bit of Lovemore lore that you guys get for chatting with me tonight. Is and I've mentioned this to the other designer I'm going to mention as well, and we just had a good laugh about it. But the name that we had picked out for this game for about a couple months, and we started working on the box and everything for it, was Insectarium.
What?
That was the name that we had picked out. We'd gone through so many names, and we're like, this is gonna be perfect. It's gonna be Insectarium. And then we started working on this end of 2023, I think, or something, into when we launched it in July, I guess we probably worked on it like July of 2023. So we worked on it for like a year before it was released. Anyways, once I got like pretty far into it, it was by some miracle I saw Kristen post on social media about a game she was working on called Insectarium. I was like, no way, are you serious? Yeah. So immediately, obviously, we're like pretty far along, but not far enough along where we couldn't change it. So I was like, crap, guys, we have to change it.
Oh no!
Well, what's crazy about that is when Insectarium came out, I'm like, it's kind of funny that games that are very similar kind of come out at the same times.
Like the theme,
right?
Same size cards, same look almost. Like
last summer
crazy.
Was the year of the mushroom, I think.
Yeah, there were so many gnome games. Yeah, mushrooms and gnomes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny.
So what was funny is Kristen, when she talked to us about Stable Times, she brought that up. Or no, I brought that up because she was just like, I think this game would fit perfectly in your lineup. And I was like, okay, Kristen, now that we're actually talking person to person, I gotta tell you something. And so I brought it up to her, and we just started laughing. I was like, I hope you're not like, I don't know, upset or something. Like we both came out with like an insect game. I knew she probably wasn't gonna be, but I was just like, I just want to make sure we're good, kind of thing. She started laughing. Okay. She was like, we're totally good, But it was just funny. I told her this story, and we were just laughing and stuff. But it was funny because I think the pieces were all basically the same, but the box we were kind of going in a different direction because based off of the name Insectarium, it was going to be more of like a kind of a scene and stuff,
Oh yeah.
But then so we went back to the drawing boards a little bit with that part of it, and so not much changed, but we did end up changing the box look and stuff to fit more of that feel. Yeah. So
we actually just played Insectarium at Chris's when I was there this weekend. We played a couple games of it. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we've been bugging this week.
You've been bugging. when you play the bug games, you gotta go all out, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Yep.
One fun thing though, and a little bit of backstory and lore on this game specifically, is that I had seen a picture of some beautiful beetles, and I'd never really seen beetles, like pretty beetles, before.
Yeah.
I think maybe in the back of my mind I knew there were some that existed, but I don't know. I just didn't really think about it very much, and so. Anyways, when I finally saw some picture, I don't know where, I sent it to our artist, which again is my wife's cousin, and my only question, because I was so intrigued by it, I said, "Can you draw this?" That was my only question to her, and she's like, "Yeah, I could pull that off." And she's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna make a game about it." It was just, I don't know. I'm actually a lot of designers are either like a theme first designer or more of a gameplay designer first, and I'm definitely more of a theme. Like I think of a theme, and then
I would be too.
I like to make it. I'm like, okay, I love Beatles. Now let me think, how do I make a game about Beatles? And
yep.
I think being in education, TJ, you probably see this a lot, where it's like, it's like the real world that we live in. It already kind of poses these ideas and things that are almost game-like in a way. Like collecting Beatles is something people actually do. And then also being able to teach a little bit of history about it. Like I just taught Chris something that he didn't know about Beatles in the Victorian era.
That's right. Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's just like a little bit of fun facts in there.
It generates further conversation too, like and connection.
Yeah. So a lot of fun memories in that. But I was gonna say another funny story is, so I don't know if you guys remember the timelines of this, but Top Waffle came out in December of 2023, so it was 2 years ago almost. And it came out in October of 2023. But that game came out at the same exact time another Waffle game came out. Do you guys know which one I'm talking about?
Waffle Time?
Yes,
Time.
exactly.
Yes.
I kid you not. That game came out within like a month of ours or something. And I was like, there's no Waffle games. There was literally no
There's no Waffle game. Now there's two.
Wow.
And it's
luckily...
Like, it's crazy that it happens because it's like, it's in development for, years sometimes.
Oh, yeah, AEG's probably was in development for way longer than mine was, because as a brand new developer, we were able to go a little bit faster.
Go quicker.
Luckily, we didn't name it Waffle Time, even though Waffle Time was in the options of names we were thinking. We luckily didn't go for it, and went with a different name, but because that would have been crazy. But we're just like, okay, this happens 2 times. Like, what's next? Another, like, I'm just expecting another horse.
Yeah, when's the horse like around?
Well, I was just thinking about that. Like, there's not a lot of horse games out there. The one I'm thinking of.
I mean, there's a lot of horse racing games. Yeah,
like
horse
Big
racing
Shot.
Games,
yeah,
correct. Yeah.
Is it Big Shot? It's a horse game. Anyway.
Yes. So that's an interesting one. We've been talking to Kristen a lot about this, actually, about how there are a lot of horse racing games / betting games out there. Ready, Set, Bet.
That's
some of the ones
one,
that you guys mentioned, but cozy, like non-racing games, there's maybe like 1 or 2 out there so far, and they might be a little bit older. So it is kind of a fun, kind of different theme that we're trying out. So
I will say, when you were showing Red Sunny D, that card, I'm guessing you've got like some different mechanics there on each card and everything, but it's not overwhelmingly complex. I have a hard time with games especially card games, where there's just a whole lot of text and imagery and icons. Like, I really appreciated even just seeing that briefly. Like, it's simple to go with.
Well, and again, we wanted with just, it's similar to Jewel Box, where really all that matters in this game is the little symbol in the top left corner,
Right.
But
yep.
If I roll a 6 up here and I'm you, TJ, on your turn, I have 2 let's say I want a purple. If there's no drawing, I could pick whatever I wanted to, but now I'm like, okay, do I want Eyed Ladybug or Alfalfa Lady Beetle? It's like, it feels like there's a little bit more of like an option,
a variety there. Yeah.
And even though it's just more of like a personal preference, and so that's kind of like with this Stable Times game too, is that we wanted those images are almost half the card, and we just really wanted it to be like, this is pretty, and in Kristen's game, there's actually a little bit more choice in what you can get. And so you can actually, like, when you're looking at the cards that are available, you're like, which one do I want, And
yep.
If there's some that are similar, then again, you might go for Sunny D because Sunny D is your favorite horse, versus
That's right. Yep.
the other one. So,
which I always will. Yeah, it's true.
You'll always take that one.
Yep.
Exactly. So there's something special about that, though. It's the same with like if games have like player boards or character sheets or whatever, and if they don't, some of them you'll have a character that has a cool ability and you're like, great, this is awesome, and some other ones don't have an ability, it's just visually appealing which one you pick. there's something special about like I'm representing, or this character represents me, or however you want to look at it. There's something special about that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, if we were to design a game, Chris, I would probably go the theme route too. So, like focusing, concentrating on that initially.
Yeah, I had an idea a few years ago, but I didn't know how to keep going with it. Like I had an idea and some thought, but I was like, well, I don't know what to go do from here, and didn't really have it all figured out. But
well, luckily we live in the age of information, you know. So I appreciate that. Like I've been in the industry now for 5-6 years, and there's still things I like don't totally understand, you know, but it's awesome to be part of. There's these great Facebook communities, and you got, you know, amazing people like Kristen and publishers that are, you know, I actually feel like in the game community, a lot of even publishers are pretty, maybe not like super big publishers, but a lot of, you know, decently medium, small size publishers are willing to talk to you about their process and things like that, you know. And I feel like for me, like I'm always open to talking to people about advice and things like that, because for me, that's how I learned. You know, I wouldn't have been where I was at without advice from others and being able to put my foot in the door and learn stuff. And so there's, you know, I like to think about the tabletop game community is basically an entertainment niche, an entertainment market, right? Just like movies are,
right?
You know. One person, people don't just buy one movie and like a mop or a broom and then stick with it forever, right? We want to watch the next movie and watch the next movie, and there's some that you go back to, and there's some that you never watch again, but it's fine because it was fun while you watched it, you know?
Yeah.
And games are like that. It's like there's a reason why we have me and you and Chris. We have so many games on our walls because they're all so. I may not return to most of these ever again, possibly. You know, maybe I do though. I don't know. But there's a space for everyone. There's competition, but it's not like super competitive like other industries would be, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
So there's something special about that. You know, I can talk to a competitor, in quotation marks competitor, and we're just chatting and having fun. It's not like, man, you're taking away my sales or whatever. It's like, hey, I want to play your game as a consumer.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah. Yep.
It's, you know. So, anyways, I just think there's something special about.
There's competition, but not. It's almost more friendly than.
Yeah. Exactly.
Here's a question for you. As a designer, I would find myself, if I was designing games, like getting away from playing them. Do you feel like you still play, and do you like that hasn't burned out for you or anything?
I feel like, I don't know if I'm different than most designers, but I go through phases, I'll say.
Okay.
I go through phases where like I play test a game so many times that I do get a little burned out, and I just kind of want to do something else other than games, you know?
Right.
Watch a movie or play a video game or go like play a sport or whatever it is, you know, something else. But then there's sometimes where, all I want to do is play board games. You know, every single night I'm like, let's play a new one or whatever. You know, I was just up till midnight last night playing Sobek, which is a game I literally. I haven't had that game sitting on my shelf for like, I think I got it on Prime Day last year on a deal, and I've just been sitting there. You know, I was like, let's pull it out and try it. You know, so like, I just kind of go through phases. You know, kids, I'm sure. Do you have kids? You have kids, right, TJ? Yeah.
Yeah, we both do. Yeah. His
mine are old.
Up and
I have a grandbaby now, so.
Oh wow! Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, especially when the kids are younger. I'm sure probably throughout their whole life, Chris, too. But you know, especially when they're younger, it's like there are times too where you're just exhausted. And like, as much as you would love to play, and sometimes I actually do feel like it de-stresses me, and sometimes it doesn't. You know, and so I just have, every day is a little different. So.
Yeah, I mean, I get that way. Just like I'm busy at work, and then I come home and like I should play a game, you know, to relax. But I have lots of days where I'm like, I just don't even, I don't feel like doing that. I just want to sit here on the couch and veg out. And, and
it's not that we don't love games because we made the decision. It's just that some days are tiring.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I'm in a phase right now, so I'm doing this computer science like endorsement, and the first class last summer was interesting. I found it, you know, kind of, and the first few weeks of this last fall was interesting, but now I'm just like kind of burned out a little bit.
Yeah.
But it consumes a lot of my time, and it's taken me away from board games. So I'll be anxious here in December when it's all done that like I can kind of return back to it. But yeah, life happens, and so
life happens, yeah. But I think this is really fun what you guys do though, where it's kind of like a set time each week where you're like, we're gonna play games, So there's something special about that. I've actually told my wife, I'm like, I love games so much. Like, I want to talk, like, I feel like if I wasn't a designer, I would be a creator like you guys. That's just kind of, because I love games so much, the amount of people, DJ and Chris, that I have sold games to, like, just indirectly, because I'm just like, this game's amazing and you have to buy it, because, that's just like, I love to share that love with other people.
You really get into
that. My wife has told me before, she's like, you should just like start a channel that's not not affiliated with Lovemore. It's just you, and you just talk about. And I've seen other people, like not a ton of people, but there's been other designers that have done something similar. But anyways, so there's still a possibility for that. But
Kristen does that, I think. Like
I guess that's true. Yeah.
I mean, she uses one account, but yeah, she'll comment on her games that she's playing, and so
so I mean, there's something I definitely wouldn't like when especially because our social media is branded for our company. I probably wouldn't do it on that one, but there's part of me that would love to do it on the side, just like, I don't know, just tell why I love a certain game. Like when you ask me about why I love Five Tribes, I don't answer that very often, but I'd love to just put it on there and be like, this is why I love Five Tribes, guys, so
see. And I don't usually like the question, what's your favorite board game? Because usually it's somebody that like doesn't know board games.
I have a hard time answering that.
And so
question.
I just wrote a meme on it on my Instagram the other day. I was like, it's like Superman looking down, so discouraged, and I'm like, this is how I feel when I get asked that question. So,
yes.
But yeah, like I usually go to Karuba. Like I love the hobby game Karuba, and it's one that I could probably win most times, but it's just so simple, and it might introduce them to games. And
I have yet to play that one, TJ, but I have had it on my wish list for a while.
Oh, it's a good one. It's easy to play through, and I don't. Chris, you have it too, don't you?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yep, we all like that one.
We do like that one.
So then, Chris, what's your favorite or one of your favorites?
See, it's hard. I can't ever come up with anything. I like worker placement games, so I guess I always fall back to like Architects of the West Kingdom, because that's a good worker placement that's not too not too hard to understand. Like you put a worker here and you do the thing, get the thing.
Yeah.
Some worker placements are kind of, there's a lot going on, but I like that one because I feel like it's easy to teach that one to people.
Yeah. Worker placements. I think one of my earliest memories was with Stone Age.
I was gonna say, is that the one
that was one of my. I think my parents had that. Like when I was pretty young. I can't remember how long it's been out, but that was like one of my first games where I was introduced to that concept, and it's cool. It's
a
cool concept.
Stone Age is fun.
Yeah.
We just played that one on stream not too long ago. Chris and I did, but. And when you go back, actually, if you've never played that, and you play like something like Architects of the West Kingdom, and you come back to Stone Age, it seems so simple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, and then when you first play it, though, you're like, yeah, this is different. This is complex. This is crazy,
Yeah.
But then you're like, oh, it's actually not that bad.
No, it's not
pretty easy.
Not too bad.
I think one of my favorite worker placements these days has been Fromage. Have you guys played that one yet?
We have played that one.
Played it once, yeah.
That one's it's a unique worker placement, though. Where it's not just like a straightforward like because of the whole twisting.
Yeah,
board around
the turntable's going.
That one's unique, and the art is, I love it. It's so cool.
Yeah, Chris really. You had talked about picking that one up. I remember.
Fromage, yeah. I think I'd have to play it again. It was one that was like, sometimes I just see a game, I'm like, that just looks interesting, I want to try it.
Yeah.
Nothing about it, but that was one I was like, let's just try this game. It sounds interesting.
Yeah. No, and I mean, it's funny that you say that, Chris, because you're like, there's the saying, don't judge a book by its cover, which correlates to like games, but you always look at it and the components, you're like, that looks really cool. Or you hear like a couple people talk about it, and we do that as humans. It's like,
true.
Sounds cool. Let's check it out.
Yeah, I definitely am guilty of like, I don't like the look of that. I'm not interested.
Yeah,
you know,
I do that
or
too.
like this looks really cool. I know nothing about, I just like it.
Yeah, yeah. I think that it's not that you can't still make games that are like so art wise, but I feel like you could get away with that a lot more back then.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Now I feel like I wouldn't say that the industry is saturated per se, but it is a lot more saturated than it used to be,
Yeah.
And so there is something to be said about standing out in terms of components, artwork, things like that. So especially because we're also at a time in our game world that there's not a ton of totally unique stuff coming out, like not to say that there isn't, but it's like, each game is technically unique, but you're like, oh, that part reminds me of
similar to this.
Yeah, the mechanics are starting to connect together.
Yeah, so which isn't a bad thing at all. It's the same with me and my wife had this conversation about music the other day. We're like, some song came on the radio or whatever, and we're like, that sounds just like this other song, but it wasn't, because it's just a similar chord progression or whatever. So yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's kind of rare now to see like, oh, that's new.
Yeah,
like that's completely.
But every now and then there's something that just surprises you.
There
is
that.
There totally is.
Didn't think of. Yeah.
Which I think typically, the easiest place for that is like a dexterity game.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
Like I the other day I saw some game where like you try to make a burger and it goes down the line.
Yeah.
And, like you have the ingredients that you're using tweezers to put it on, and you're trying to then put it on the plate as it gets off of this little tread, and yeah.
That looked really fun. I don't know if you guys probably follow these guys too, but it's like the Games for Two channel or something. Like they're pretty big at this point.
Yep.
But they do all those like funny little 2-player dexterity games. And
yeah.
That burger one actually looked pretty fun, especially with younger kids. I'm like, they would
love that. Yeah. And they wouldn't even want to compete with it. They just want to make some burgers.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really fun.
Okay, game question. So the skippers.
Yeah. Yep.
Game points by mirroring each other. Do they have to be the same exact?
I'm gonna get a glass of water. I'll be right back.
Oh, you're good.
Skipper.
Yeah. So, well, just a pink.
Okay.
So like, for you, so let's see. Okay.
So I'm thinking
you'd have to basically have to put your other skipper in the bottom left corner, which you wouldn't be able to place yet, actually, because you can't place diagonal yet. Because you have your little 12-spotted ladybird, which is that yellow ladybug in the bottom there. And you would need your pink to go like in the bottom left, like diagonal from that yellow ladybug. Does that make sense?
Oh, it's got to be the full 5. Well, wait.
5 down. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a 5th row, they're not
Correct.
going to be mirrored.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
So yeah, the way that mirroring works, I mean, the simplest way that I like to describe it is like if you were to take your board and you were to fold it in half perfectly, those two would touch. They would like be perfect.
Okay.
With a 5x5, it gets a little bit weird because like the middle row technically can't, like your little orange longhorn right there on the left-hand side, that Bebelist longhorn or whatever, that can't mirror anything vertically because it's in the very middle row, right? But it can mirror something on the other side, like if that Bebelist longhorn is mirroring the zebra swallowtail, like those two are still mirroring each other. So normally every single beetle or butterfly, so I guess in this case the skipper butterfly, they could always be mirrored 2 different ways, except for if they're in the middle row, then they can only be mirrored 1 way.
Okay.
So it looks like TJ's got 2 that are working out right now.
So I was thinking going here it's mirrored because it's 4 apart, but that's not going to happen because there's going to be another
we're going 5. Correct. In a 4x4 though, it's a little bit simpler because you don't even have to worry about that middle row. Yeah.
So do I take it? Oh, I already used my last tweezers though. Okay, so never mind. So I need something else then. So what do I want? Oh yeah, come on. Got those.
Like it.
Oh, I probably should have.
Purple. I
Turned
don't
it
want to put the beetle there. Well, it's gonna be one of these. Okay, it's gonna be that. Sure.
Skip turn of players out of time. Okay, I'll click.
There you
that.
go. Yeah, so that's a good move, Chris, because now it gives you an option. If you do get a skipper, now you can place it where you want to
Go
place
there,
it.
yeah. Okay.
Yep. All right. Yeah, it gets a little tricky, as you probably remember, TJ, here at the very end when you don't have a lot of options.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is where it gets
Kind of
really...
go with what you can get.
Yes, you kind of got to go with the flow here. Well, let's place that there, I guess.
And it's the same with Kristen's game with the Insectarium. Like, at the end, you're trying to really make things work. But
yes,
we played on stream with her. We played Insectarium, and I had a perfect board.
Oh,
we,
no
like,
way.
Had it on
Perfect.
camera and everything. Like, it was so fun. But
It did score like maximum points, but it was just everything was perfect on it.
yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Do you guys... Was that one online, or was that like a physical version that you guys were streaming?
Tabletopia or Tabletop
Tabletopia,
Simulator?
that's right.
Maybe
one of
That's
the
right.
Yeah, one of the two.
one of those two.
Yeah, I think Tabletop Simulator sounds right.
Wait, what? What just? Why did my points go way down?
Oh, that's weird.
It's beta.
It's beta. Yeah, which piece did you just place down?
I just placed this purple one, lower right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see what it did. Oh, it's bright. Okay, I wouldn't worry about this because I think that, well, this is actually good to note though. I'll take a screenshot of it to send to my developer, but the points at the end should be right. It's just, there was a weird, this is the part that's been the most struggle, is the real-time scoring.
Oh, okay.
Because of the fact that, like, I think when he was explaining to me, it's like, you know, is that green going to be in the corner or is it not? So how do you score it in real time? You know, like when you don't really know what certain things are going to work out to be. But
Yeah, because it went from 53 to 38. I'm like, what?
yeah, because I think what it's doing is one ladybug doesn't score anything, and you already have 5, and so the game is thinking that you started over with your ladybugs. At least this is showing that. But
Okay, gotcha.
I took a. That's what's happening. It should all work itself out in the end. But I just took a screenshot of it to send to my designer, my developer.
We've wanted to create. So I'm actually in charge of a computer science club at our high school, and we've wanted to complete. Make some sort of an app or an adaptation here on BGA for a local board game designer.
Oh, cool.
But it is so complex, like,
yeah.
And the students are starting to realize, like, if we really want to do this, we've got to invest time into it. So it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, you can probably speak to this a little bit better, TJ, but I kind of, before I met this guy who's been working on it, I kind of had thought that you could just like learn it and figure it out, but it seems like the tools that you have to make the games on BGA are not quite like the normal stuff that you use to make like normal apps and you know, software and stuff. So
it's a whole different type of coding on here, but
which is cool.
But at the same time, I feel like this is where it's at now. I mean, it's so user friendly, but when you're playing,
we you know, this isn't really giving away anything because it's not really official, but something we've talked about doing is making an app adaptation of Jewel Box, and just because, you know, if you were playing like against an AI or something and doing 4x4, like you could play it in 5 to 10 minutes, you know, and so, you know, if you guys ever tried the new like Calico app version or whatever, they kind of have like, so they have like a little storyline going and stuff, so it'd be kind of fun if you were like an entomologist going on like a little adventure, and
that'd be cool.
So we program it where it's like you've given these specific insects and or beetles, and you have to try to farm them to get the maximum points. So there's like challenges and stuff to do on it, and
that'd be cool. Yeah.
Anyways, that making it a legit app and things like that, that's a lot more money and in time and stuff, and so that's something that'll probably come down the road.
Yeah.
But I think that this is the type of game that could work pretty easily with that. So,
absolutely. Yeah.
Suitably Confused is here. So, hey guys, this game looks interesting just because it's based on insects. What's it called? It is called Jewel Box. And thanks for that comment. That I didn't get the name of the stream changed because things at the beginning of that stream. So yeah, this is called Jewel Box, and we have the designer of the game, Zac, here playing with us.
Hello.
Yeah, Suitably Confused has become a regular the last couple of weeks.
And now they're suitably confused because it's Wednesday, not Thursday.
And they don't know what we were playing. So.
Yeah,
so we're living in an alternate universe.
Some things here.
Okay, so blue. Yeah, I get a blue one now where I can't get it next anything. Hi Zach, I'll look into this game.
Yeah. Check it out. We got a BGA to try it out, and then we got them on Amazon as well. So
I need to get a copy of it. I do not have a copy yet.
It is inexpensive and lots of fun.
Yep, and we actually, fun little fact, we just pretty soon, I guess. I airshipped a little bit, but we're on print run number 2 actually now, which is kind of crazy to think about for this game. It actually beat out Top Waffle, where Top Waffle will be up next year, but this one is, we just got more coming in right now.
How many have you sold then?
So we sold so the first print was 2,000, so in about the time of a year, so it's not been too bad.
That's great.
Yeah, so that one, it's just been really fun. But so with this new version too, there's a couple of nothing tweaked to the rules per se, but it's just like a couple of design stuff, like a couple of things in the rule book that are a little bit clearer and stuff, but basically all the same, which is a good feeling to have, because we're like, oh, we made it good enough, we don't have to change too much, which is not always the case. So
what about availability in Canada? Suitably Confused asks.
Yeah, that's a great question. So we don't necessarily have any units in Canada, but we do sell on our website, which is just lovemoregames.com. We sell worldwide, so you can definitely check that out. And if the shipping costs come out a little bit more than you expect, just there's a little chat thing on there. Let me know, and I can probably get you a little discount to help you out with shipping it up to Canada. So
Order at Home shared the link in there to your website.
Oh, this is not okay. Well, dang. Not gonna get any more groups of
those.
Lots
of pink there.
Lots of pink there, and that's not great for most of us, I don't think. All right, this is our last turn 8, isn't it?
Yep.
Ooh,
man, this. Let's see. Is there anything that's worth grabbing?
Pressure, crashing down on me.
All right. Oh.
Suitably Confused. How's your week been so far?
Well, let's try something. I'm going to use the magnifying glass. We're going to take a ladybug.
don't
All right.
want any of these.
I know these are you do have the option, which could be a long shot, but you could use a magnifying glass to take a random insect that's not on the log. But
try it.
It's gonna get what I get. Oh, actually, I could go for it. Well, no, wait. So the pink ones only score once, don't they?
The pink ones only score in one set.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, and that's the same actually with anything in this game. So like the blues can't be in more than one, or the reds can't be in more than one. All right, so let's go. Wait, let me look at the points real quick. I want to see what happened here because.
Oh yeah, because so 40.
You did lose lots of points.
If it didn't work, TJ, let's calculate it manually here. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So TJ, I think let me just double check, but I think the only thing that probably is incorrect here is the ladybugs, but because you did get 10 on weevils, that's correct. You did get 6 on scarabs. Yep. Longhorns is that's 8. Jewels none. Swallowtails is 2. Skippers is 10. Yeah. So and you only use 1 tool is correct. Yeah. So TJ, you have another 15 on top of that, which would put you at 55.
55.
So this will be good. I can bring back to my developer, but let's see. This is good for me to also bring back to my guy. So let me just make sure everything for Chris is right. He had 2 weevils in a row, which is correct. 3 points. 7 points for scarabs, because that guy didn't score, but that guy did. And that guy did, yep. Ladybugs, you did get 5, that's 15. Longhorns, 3, yep. Jewel holes, yep. Swallowtails, 1 to 3, yep. Yeah, so yours is correct, and then looks like mine is correct as well. So yeah, TJ, you ended up with 55.
55, okay.
Yeah, dang, that came down to 1 point there.
So close.
That's how our games always go.
That's true.
So, yeah, that is the game there, Chris. So,
I like it.
it's a nice, it's kind of like what we were doing the whole time. Like you can kind of play and chat. It's enough strategy to think about what you're doing, but it's enough to kind of chat as well while you're playing. So,
and the fluttering expedition, that allows you to play 5 players, right?
That's actually up to 6 players.
It is up to 6. Okay.
Yep.
I couldn't remember. We've always only played 4, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, the way that it works is, the reason why the base game doesn't play more than 4 is really just due to the fact that there's only enough tiles for 4 to play, and so with the addition of the butterflies, then you can play up to 6, or it gives you the option to play up to a 5x5 grid like we just did with up to 4 players. So.
With 4 players, okay, yeah.
Whereas the base game will only allow you to do 5x5 with 2 players.
Okay.
So, my wife has done something very crazy before. She's actually done a 7x7 just because she wanted to try it to see what would happen.
Yeah.
That gets crazy.
Like with solo, is that?
There's just like 2v2, 2v2, or just 2-player game, like 1v1.
Okay.
They just both did a 7x7 for fun and just tried it out for and it's a little wild when you play that.
That's awesome.
So, anyways, there's a lot of flexibility there, but it obviously plays the best at 4x4 or 5x5. So, yeah,
I love it.
But that was solid there.
Yeah, and actually, great implementation on here. I mean, it's straightforward, easy to play, like just like the game. So I would say, yeah, this is a great implementation for it.
I think he's done a really good job. Yeah, there's definitely, obviously, because it's in beta, there's still some stuff, some bugs, quite literally.
Sure.
Literally
some bugs.
There's some bugs in this game,
Pun
just a little
intended.
bit. But
art looks great. Suitably confused says.
Yep.
Yes, I know it's fun. I mean, it obviously looks just as good in person. But yeah, there's something about seeing it. This digitalized version, which is how our artist drew it, was digitally like this. There's something special about seeing it digitally as well, to see how it, like the true form of how it was drawn, so
yeah.
And this is just a little fun fact too, but if you notice on a lot of these beetles, like if you hover over them, you'll see kind of this shimmer and shine on them. If you look closely, you'll see some of like the little like lighting spots have almost like a little it looks like a window almost, and the reason why is because we're looking into the glass cooler box, so it almost looks like you really are looking into like this glass box and or a window per se, and there's that shine that's coming through to reflect that. So
that's cool.
I love that kind of detail. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
Ladybug shows it. Yeah.
Yes.
And I love that there's a little world map there that kind of and shows their region where they're found, I assume.
Yes, and that, yeah, we definitely took a little bit of inspiration from Wingspan, where it's, you know, we wanted to show maybe not as much information, but as almost as much information as we could. And so using this little world map is kind of, I don't know if Wingspan's the only one that's done it, but it's an easy way to show where that is found in the world. So, but yeah, it was really fun to go through, and you know that was a lot of the fact checking. You know, can you make sure that golden-headed weevil is the name, and you know the crazy scientific name under them, and you know it's just a lot of stuff. But it was a lot of fun to design it. So
I do like those subtleties. I think it just adds to it.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I mean, super fun, and pretty quick too. I mean, it's, you know, it's just a nice. I will say, I feel like you know, to some point, it is maybe a little bit quicker than the physical version. The one thing that I feel like might be quicker with the physical version is when you're playing maybe like 4, 5, 6 players, because when you roll and you pick up your insect, you can be deciding where you want to place it while the next player goes. Because it doesn't affect what they do. You know?
That's true.
And so whenever I've kind of pitched the game, I always like to use the term, you know, it eliminates analysis paralysis, you know?
There you go.
Where they can have their own analysis paralysis.
It suffers from that pretty bad. So.
But it doesn't eliminate it, I guess, but you can still play while people are having their time to think for their turn a little bit, you know. So
no, that's really good.
Kind of fun. So well, I will say this is actually one little tweak. If you're playing the solo version of Jewel Box, that is really the only rule we changed in this new 2.0, I guess the new print run version, is right, the way that we have it set up, and for Chris, for your information, you're basically just playing the same game by yourself. But after every single one of your turns, the way that we did it is that you roll a dice, the dice, and whatever number you roll, you remove from the log. And so it was just up to luck what you remove. And the reason why we did that is because, like, if you roll a 6, you could decide what you remove. But then we changed it after a lot more playtesting, the solo mode. Now you always get to choose which insect you remove after your turn instead of rolling the dice. And so it doesn't eliminate the luck part of it per se, because you're still rolling for what you get. But it hopefully allows just a teeny tiny bit more choice in what you might not get. You know, if there's one you really don't want to get, if like a purple next to a purple or whatever, hopefully you can remove that from the log before you have to roll for your next turn and increase your chances of getting something you do want. So it doesn't change it.
So you'll roll, pick your tile, and then you roll again to remove the next one? Is that how?
That's how it works currently. Yep, and the only thing we changed is that you do your turn like normal, you roll the dice, get your insect, but then you get to choose every single time which one is removed after your turn, instead of the dice roll.
Gotcha. Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, it adds just a teeny bit more choice, but not enough to change the core mechanic of the game, but just enough to hopefully eliminate any options that you really don't want. You know, like for example, at the very end, we're all like, man, I don't want any of those, but what's the one I really don't want? You know, let's remove it. Hopefully by drawing one of these tiles, I get one I do want, and then, anyways.
I won't get a blue one.
I kind of like that.
I didn't get a blue
there's
one.
Part of me though that kind of likes the randomness too, because it's like the other player took the thing you wanted, and now if you're, you know, but I like that either way, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. So and again, you could totally play that way too.
You could still do it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. But anyways, it's a fun. I like to think about the solo mode kind of like Solitaire-esque. Like it feels just kind of cozy and simple. You know, it's nothing too crazy, but you're just kind of doing your thing, listening to some fun music like we are, you know, and just doing little puzzles,
just playing along. Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
This has been awesome. I don't know, Zach, if you want to stay on with us. We'll probably be on a little bit longer, but if you wanted to bow out, that's totally fine.
Okay, I'll probably jump off, but I mean, this was amazing, guys, and I would love to do it some more times as well. And maybe, you know, once we get stable times up and going, we can try that out. And then
Once things are
obviously,
stable. Sorry. Okay, yeah.
I love it.
Oh yeah. I'm forgetting all of my sounds for you, TJ.
Your sound effects, yeah.
There we go. There we go.
There it is.
There we go. So, but then also, TJ, I know I've mentioned this to you and Chris before actually as well, is that we are doing a little bit more kind of online playtesting as well.
Yeah.
I talked to you about the one game that we were going to playtest that didn't end up working out, and the reason why that didn't is because when we purchased Gatwick Games, all of a sudden our whole world was kind of consumed by this new thing that we had to deal with, and so I just didn't have a lot of time to game design, and so Kristen had reached out like right around that time, which was the perfect time because we're like, I want to make a new game, but I don't have the time to make a new game, so that's why we did Stable Times. But things are calming down, and we're kind of getting a hold of the reins a little bit.
Oh.
And more. There we go.
So, anyways, we are getting close to probably working on some playtesting for one, potentially two new games. One of them is the one that I had already told you guys about.
Yep.
But potentially one more that will be on Tabletop Simulator soon. So we can.
Okay.
I'll keep you guys posted on that, and I'd love to jump back on. So.
We'd love that. Yeah, that would be awesome. Anytime.
Cool. Well, you guys, it's really been a pleasure, first of all, to meet you guys.
Likewise.
To hang out, to teach Chris and see his reactions to Jewel Box has been really fun.
Now I'm going to have to find a copy of it and add it to my collection.
That's right.
Well, we'll talk about that after, Chris. We'll get you hooked up.
Well, thanks again, Zach, and all the best as you're finalizing these projects and continue to work on great games. But we appreciate you, and thanks again for supporting our stream. And we're rooting for you from afar for sure.
Well, I really appreciate that, guys, and I'm rooting for you guys as well and everything that you're doing, and so I appreciate it, and hope you guys have a fun rest of your stream. So.
Hey, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your week too.
For chatters, we'll go to break real briefly, and we'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Guys. Thanks.
Bye-bye. I would say we could play Castles. Oh.
I still screwed things up. Thanks for the follow, Board Games James. Is that what it just said? Yeah, I think it did. Twitch resume. There we go. We're back.
Sure did.
Well, I think we're gonna play Jewel Box again.
Yeah.
Because
next week we might have to try out Castles of Mad King Ludwig.
Oh yeah, we should do that for sure. And then we'll be on to Gen Con. What are we gonna do? Do live streaming from Gen Con.
Whoops. I just invited Zach again. Oops.
Oops.
Oops. You broke it.
Join. Yeah,
cool.
I've been a little off tonight, but just because Zoom or OBS and all the things are kind of just weird.
Stuff is just not happening.
Stuff is weird.
So, according to Zach, we need to double check scores at the end too, I think.
Apparently.
At this point, yeah.
Well, and he was doing it. I was like, I don't know how to score this right
What's
now.
going on?
Except, are you still hearing audio or no?
I am.
Did it go away? Okay.
The Lovemore Games is logo is still on there, but otherwise.
And there we go.
Yeah, only 1 point from beating the creator and designer of this game.
Pretty awesome, yeah.
Sheesh.
And it was kind of weird, yeah. I mean, it's definitely in beta. It was weird that
it would have been fine.
Like your screens were like so small. It was kind of it's a little weird. Definitely in beta, so let me jump back over to the game.
Turn this back on.
Yeah, I just love games like this that are kind of sciencey and just
simple.
You know, you kind of learn something. I mean, there's not like major facts of these, but you still kind of learn where they're from and what they look like and what they're called. And
yeah, I like the subtlety of things.
Yeah, agreed. Suitably confused.
And it's really top quality. Everything, all the tiles are cardboard.
Is it like a heavy? They're not cards. They're like a heavier cardboard.
No, they're a cardboard. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so I thought they were like cards, like Insectarium.
Yeah. And the river, the log is also cardboard. It folds out.
Nice.
Pretty die.
Curious about it as a solo game. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess what I gather is you just play as normal. You roll the die, take a card, and then
place it out.
So what he was saying was the current solo rules, and then maybe they've updated in the second printing. Current solo rules is you would roll the die again and remove that card.
Correct,
that tile. Yeah. The new rules is you don't have to do that. You just remove whichever tile you choose, which gives you a little bit more choice as far as like, I want to get rid of this one because I want to make sure I get this one, you know.
And Suitably Confused, I like it as a solo game. I mean, some solo games you might think, well, I'm just trying to get a high score. And that's definitely what this is, but it plays so quickly that it makes it fun to just kind of see where you can beat your score. So
yeah. Let's get that zoom. Yeah, this is in beta. I think they could do some more controls as far as being able to zoom into your board a little bit more, and although I guess but okay, roll. It is kind of weird that you roll. It's like you must take this, confirm. Like you have no choice. Like, do I have to confirm it each time? Like, yeah, I'll take that. It should
just show like, where the placement needs to go.
Yeah.
Like it should go right to that.
So something I didn't do was kind of look at each of these. Like, okay, so Swallowtails gain points as a set by being together in contiguous groups. So all the yellow. Just a group of yellow, they're going to gain points. So each swallowtail in your largest contiguous group, 2 points per swallowtail. So you want to get all the yellows together. The orange, or the longhorns, gain more points when their numbers are even. Their placement doesn't matter, only whether the total number of longhorns is even or odd. Odd longhorns score 1 point each, even longhorns score 2 points each. So yeah, so they all have different scoring mechanisms. And then I think you were away when I was asking him about the skippers on the mirroring.
Yeah.
So are we playing a 4x4 grid or a 5x5 grid?
I was just thinking about that. Like I think it's still going to be 5.
Okay. So like the skippers.
I think.
Like the way he described it was like take your 5x5 grid and fold it in half.
Yep.
That's how they have to mirror.
The middle row would not be able to.
Right. So like, because I was like, oh, I've got one here and one. They were like 4 tiles apart, but they would not mirror because I still had to add a 5th row. So they were, by the time you fold it together, like they're not going to mirror.
The only way that middle row would work is if it was like a vertical rather than horizontal. Because I think that counts too, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can hold. Yeah, you can go horizontal or vertical, but even the middle row, like for those swallowtails, like you've got to have them like the same distance away from the middle row, basically.
Right.
Okay, so I got to roll.
I'm just amazed at like how much is coming out on BGA. I just noticed what they got. Apiaries coming out on here now.
Let's go. These don't have to be together. They're just as long as you've got 2 of them, right? They don't have to be. Placement doesn't matter, only whether there's a total number. Okay, so I'll put it there to expand my grid.
Suitably confused. Seems like you are confused. It is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, yes.
So, yeah. I made another funny. Ha ha ha.
Ho, 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 ho.
There we go. Okay, fine. I'll go to work tomorrow then.
I'm off the next 2 days again.
I'm not saying you should or shouldn't, but I get it. I mean,
ladybugs, they just can't be next to each other, right? Let's see. Each individual ladybug not adjacent to another ladybug. 2 individual ladybugs, 1 point, 3 points, 4, 8 points, 5, 15 points. So you want to get 5 ladybugs for sure.
Yep.
Put her there. And I should bring up... Oh, pass. Pass.
And the grave digger.
See, I don't know what this, like, why this is down here. The scores.
Stonemason does all the work. The barber can keep my cut.
Choose which card I would like. Okay, well.
Alright.
Alright then. Fancy a skipper, eh? Weevils gain points as a set and be adjacent to each other in a vertical or horizontal line. Each weevil can only be counted once. Okay. Jewels. Adjacent pairs for blue. Okay. Well, I don't know what I want. Max out my grid, I guess. Let's go here.
I wished... So, Horrible Guild is sending me their copy of Railroad Tiles.
Oh, yeah.
I wished it would have been a little sooner. We could have tried it out together this last weekend.
Well, we can...
Need to learn my teaching skills.
I assume it's easy enough. Like, you know Railroad Ink. I feel like it's similar, just... You're not drawn?
I think so, yeah.
It is on BGA or something, right?
It's on Tabletop Simulator, I think, or Tabletopia. I did get... I should see if I can add this. He did give me codes to play Similio, and Evergreen. Like their expansion to it, so...
Okay.
We could even try those out.
Similio, I think you need several decks for that. I feel like the one deck is just... It's not very many. I need to play it a few more times, though.
In the meantime, you can check out Similio on Steam with this codes. An Evergreen core game with this. Yep.
What?
Ooh.
Oh. Get the phone away. Get the phone away.
Whoa. Must play a roll the dice. Ooh, I'll get to pick what I want. That's what I want. Pass.
Oops. Oops, we don't want that screen on. Activity feed. Oh, here we go. Now we're finding things. Uh-oh. What's happening? What's happening? Sorry.
Whatever.
Roll dice. My Streamlabs is going crazy. I mean, OBS is going crazy. I must take the flying handkerchief. Handkerchief. Gonna go right there. Thank you. Sheesh. Pass. Pass, please.
Get with it. Another 6? Wow, that doesn't happen. There we go.
Okay, what is happening to my docs here? Why, yes, I will confirm and take that. Move down, please. Can I go there? Confirm.
And then click pass.
Gosh, why? Automatically pass each time, please.
There we go. You must place a card.
Oh no.
Well, I'm just taking that one. Okay.
Red milkweed beetle. Just has to go wherever it wants to go. Let's go over here. Let's go there. Let's go there. And pass. And pass.
Roll or die. Round 1. Pass.
Roll die. Yeah, I think Erica would like this one. The common rose swallowtail. Confirm. I will take one of those. Thank you very much. Can go there. Okay. Path. Okay, so you don't want the scarabs on the edges. Gotcha.
Roll die. Three. A 1, a 2, a 3.
Oh gosh, sorry. Oh gosh, nope. Sorry. Doing behind the scenes things. Bohica raid.
72 is a raid.
Thanks for the raid, Bohica.
Yeah. Hello, Bohica.
Yeah, we're on a different night. We're normally on Thursdays, but we're on Wednesday. Oh, you're good. You're all good. You were busy.
No worries.
We kind of snuck in at the end of the night. We're playing a game called Jewel Box. We had the designer on with us earlier. Zac from Lovemore.
Lovemore games.
Yeah, we normally do Thursdays. But I am not available this Thursday, and Zac was available tonight, so this is what we did.
So it worked out.
This is what we did. And I'm having all kinds of weird OBS things, so I'm distracted.
Yeah, chat.
Captions. I'm mixing over. Timer. What is that? I don't know what that is. I think I need to revert back to the previous version because it is. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it.
Let's do this. It is still a bit buggy.
Yeah. So I keep.
I just placed a red, and it's definitely green.
Oh.
So.
And did it go into a different? I had one. Maybe I clicked wrong. I think it went to a different place than I wanted it to be. And it keeps moving. Like I keep having my board like just visible, and then it shifts and kind of you can't see the top of it. So I keep shifting it. So
yeah,
it's a little buggy, but that's fine. It's beta.
It's beta.
Roll 3. I must take the 7-spotted ladybug, and I don't want it next to that ladybug. It's gonna go somewhere else.
Kind of nice thing about playing in this on here and recording it, I can show them exactly what happened.
Oh, well, I don't think you were on. Yours was on screen, but.
Oh yeah, crap. Never mind.
Yeah, it needs to have I can switch over and see what you're doing. Okay, so I'm trying to place this beetle or this ladybug. Let's put her there. Good for her. I didn't know there were so many different versions of ladybugs, to be honest. 13 spot, 7 spot. Oh yeah, that is definitely not the card that I picked. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, you know what it's doing? So I rolled a 3. It gives me that card and it puts a new card out in that spot. So sometimes it looks like I think that's the card I'm laying down, but it's not. It's a different card that I'm laying down. I wonder if that's what happened with you.
Now I've got a purple. Or do I have a 1? What
But
did
see, I
roll?
think what you have... Well, see, it doesn't tell me what you roll. Oh, it does up here, though.
It's not telling me either. Okay.
Like, it shows everything that's out here. So, okay. So, there's red, yellow, purple, green, orange. So, roll the die. I guess you just have to confirm it, though. But I feel like it was, like, immediately, like... I don't know. I feel like the card was switching, and it was like, I thought I was getting that card, but I'm not. I'm getting this other card. And, shoot. What does red... How does red score? Red... See, I wish you could highlight. You could hover over it and see it while you're placing it. I'll have to look at yours.
Fair
Evils,
point, Bokika.
Gain points as a set and being adjacent to each other in a vertical, horizontal line each move. Okay, so reds want to be in sets.
So, yeah, this top green one, when I placed it, it was definitely a red, but it turned green. So it's showing up green, but... Suitably Confused says there are over 6,000 species of ladybugs.
6,000? Wow.
Here's what I want to know about that. Like, who counts that? Like,
that's
who
probably how
literally
many have
goes
been
out-
documented. I don't know.
I know, but like,
I mean, there's how many right here? So, are they 1 spotted, then 2 spotted, then 3 spotted, then 4 spotted? Do they go to 6,000 spotted ladybug? I mean, how many are in the game? Like, I've never, like... Oh, this is Lady Bird, so that's... But, I mean, I guess it's the same thing.
there are many people studying these little guys.
Lady Bird. Oh, they're all called Lady Bird, not Ladybugs. Oh, well. These are 7-spotted Lady Bird.
Ladybird.
13-spotted Lady Bird.
Polly want a cracker? Ladybird. Beetles.
Beetle. That green honeycomb grid thing? That looks insane. All these are not found in the U.S. North America. Man, another ladybug? Come on. Come on.
I had so many ladybugs last round. So many it threw off my score. Lady Bird is President Lyndon Johnson's wife. There you go. And
Sure.
did you just put up... Yep, okay.
What?
Is that like an icon of Lyndon Johnson's wife?
That's the Kappa. I don't think so.
Okay.
Ladybird Beetles. Oh, Ladybird
Another Lady
Beetles.
Bird. And here we go.
Look at this one. Pine Ladybird. That is crazy looking.
That's okay. Okay, you see right now on the board there is no green, right?
Right, but if you've already confirmed your selection, it's already replaced the card. That's what I was saying.
Oh.
Like, it's in your hand now, so what you're seeing up there is not what you're getting. That's what I've noticed.
Okay. Well, that's helpful.
I think. I mean, I feel like once you confirm, then it's the card's in your
Well, then I
hand
need to
and it's
pay closer
replaced that
attention, I
card.
guess.
Yeah.
And that's why the die is not showing.
Yeah.
My mom got to meet her when she visited Offutt. When my mom worked as a secretary there. That's cool. Like Offutt Air Force Base, I'm guessing?
Yep. I didn't know she worked there. So yeah, okay, so 4 is what I rolled. Pine Ladybird's what's available. So as soon as I hit confirm, that one goes away. And so there's something else there, and
I see.
that's in my hand. So I wonder if that could have been what happened. But yeah, I've
Maybe
definitely
that's what
done
happened.
that a few times. Like, oh, that's not what I'm placing.
Okay.
Oh man.
So maybe it's not a bug.
It is a bug, but it's a bug.
That,
So
I
can
hear
the
what-
can the
I hear what you
ladybugs
did.
be?
Ba-dum-bum-ts.
I mean, I know adjacent is normally up down, but is there some of these have a diagonal adjacency? I assume it's okay if it's placed diagonal to other ladybugs.
Yes, it is. It is only orthogonally.
Orthogonally adjacent. I said orthogonal to somebody one time. They're like, "What is that?" I'm like,
What?
Maybe I know it from games.
I think it's just like
also
a board
from
game
geometry.
term, mini.
But I mean, I talk about. No, I don't really talk about orthogonal. Yeah, they were suitably confused. I'm like, huh? I didn't know that was a word that people didn't know. Orthogonally adjacent. Orthogonal. Pythagonal. Roll the dice. I will get a 3. Oh, wait, is that a skipper?
I am Buzz Aldrin, the second person to walk on the moon. Kneel before me.
Groan. Groaner. Oh, that's magical.
I like that one. That was good.
There we go. Oh, sorry. Pass. Pass.
Dad, can you help me out? Sure. Which way did you come in? Yes. I am really behind on my dad jokes. Like, literally June 23rd.
Okay. 2 gems plus the card. Yeah, see, I wish like your board was a little bigger here. Well, what I should do, like what I did before.
Why was Pavlov's hair soft? Because he conditioned it.
Ha. That's not.
Oh, I didn't hit pass. Sorry.
Oh, that is both of ours. Okay. Oh, nope. Do that. Do that. Do that. Move it over here. That's your board over there. Roll. So Bohica more Fortnite tonight, I assume.
That's a funny joke. Okay, they're laughing.
That was a good
maybe
joke.
Share a couple ones.
Apparently.
Why did Snoop Dogg need an umbrella?
Faux
drizzle.
Faux drizzle.
Dad, I'm sad that it's Monday. Me too. On the bright side, 2 days ago was a Saturday.
Yes, I'm trying to play right now. Thank you very much.
You know, some people think my dad jokes are childish, but which I think is crazy. I think they're obviously full grown.
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, this is hard to figure out where to blast things. Pass.
And I'm taking it a yeller. This makes sense now.
Roll. Scarab. Why do I gotta take a scarab? Let's see. Scarabs want to be each adjacent insect is from a different family.
Here, I can turn that off.
It can be one of the adjacent families. Okay. Confirm. Yeah, that one wasn't even like that much time. I mean, come on. What are you doing? Okay, we'll do that. That's fine. Paths. I just want my whole board to stay on screen all times.
If you want to change the switch base so it doesn't do that, or turn base.
Oh, no, it's fine. Oh, did you? Oh. Sure. Sure.
I suppose.
Roll dice. Roll dice. Roll dice. I don't like this die. This is kind of a weird die. It's not what they normally have, is it?
Yeah.
The glorious blue skipper. So then... Oh, I can't really place it anywhere. Well, I could place it... Okay, hang on. Go there. They give me the option to go there or to go there. Confirm. Path. Fortnite superhero theme. Oh yeah, Superman with a new character you can become, or for a short time in the game. It's quite powerful. Got a lot of laughs. Fortnite. Could be Superman and Fortnite right now.
I saw somebody did like a scene from the movie, which was kind of funny. Recently. I went and saw the movie last Friday. Enjoyed it. Took my son. He enjoyed it. Good times had by all.
Good times had by everyone. There we go. Confirm the placement. Paths.
Roll die.
Yeah, so it sounds like I'll be working for All Play for a little bit at Gen Con. Haven't had anything from them yet, but they did buy me a badge, so...
Which, that reminds me, I need to check in on a couple people's stuff.
Hopefully that means things, and hopefully I can get that reimbursed. Spam. I keep checking spam. No spam. Okay, we're good. All good.
Oh, confirm placement.
We're all good here. How are you? Roll the dice. Mangrove skipper. Well, okay, so I can do that. I could put it... Those will mirror in that direction, so that's good, except I want a blue one there. So let's mirror in this direction. Confirm. Sorry. Pass. Confirm.
Confirm. Do the stuff. Oh, nice.
Roll dice. Roll those dice. 4. Okay.
My cousin goes to Gen Con every year. He also goes to Gary Con. Is that in Indiana too?
Gary Con. I don't know what Gary.
Like
Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana, yeah.
But the guy. I think the guy. No, Gary. Gary.
Gary.
the guy's name. That
I think one.
Yeah, I think Gen Con started in in Geneva, Illinois, not Wisconsin. But I thought his name was Gary. Maybe it was Guy though. Okay, I'll go there. What does that one do? The numbers are even, so I've got odd. I need another one of those. Who's your cousin? I probably don't know him. Probably not around.
Yeah,
here.
Gary.
We'll be at Gen Con though in 2 weeks. Gen Con's in Indianapolis. Okay, I'm going to use my magnifying glass and I'm going to choose.
His name is also Chris. He went to LC.
Oh. I wonder if I know him. Probably not. I don't know a lot of people in the community for gaming. 2 years before us. So 90. I mean, I knew a group. I had a lot of friends at LC. I had more friends at LC, I think, than I did at AL. But they were younger. Oh, we have like 2 cards left, so I need to.
By the way, we're doing a 5x5.
I figured that out.
Completely forgot that.
Okay, so I want. How do the swallowtails? 2 points per swallowtail. This is 2 weevils score 3 points. The weevil's gonna be worth more points. That's gonna give me 3 points. Wait, 3 points each?
Chicken to China, Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brains up chicken.
But that'll give me 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's choose this card. Cover those. And hope that. Oh, but that was kind of dumb. That was kind of dumb. Should have rolled and took my chances.
Ugh.
Oh, same last
I
time.
don't
Okay.
like it. This is just gonna hurt.
Tell them to look for me. Just kidding. There's only 70,000 people there. I'm sure we can fight each other.
Guaranteed.
Oh, you took the one. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll.
You know, but surprisingly, we did see a lot of people that we knew. Like, they didn't know us, but...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Well, we'll take... Wow. Okay, well, this will give me 2, 4, 6 versus 1, 2, 3. That's 2, 4, 6, 8 versus 4. This will give me... 4. It's gonna give me 7 points. I get 1, 2, I got 3 points now. I will get 5 additional points. This will give me 7 additional points. I'll choose Ladybug. I choose the Ladybug. Confirm. And then I could use some force-ups. Pass. Pass. Now, do you know how to score these? To make sure they scored correctly?
Yes, I can.
Oops, your screen is off. Because I have not been paying attention. Oh, yeah, and I forget you get points for not using your tools. Dang. D&D, well, they have some cool D&D tables and stuff set up. Victory is mine.
You win!
I think. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Continue.
Okay, so...
Final situation.
Let me just pull this up again here.
I don't even know how to begin. Oh, I guess, okay, wait, you could do... Wait, where's the points? It's in here. It's like... There, okay. I think because we're using the the dark background, some of this stuff doesn't show up well. Do you know?
Totes. I think...
Should undo the dark background, to be honest.
So I look at mine here. For scarabs, you get 2. The scarab is placed on an edge / corner, and each adjacent insect is from a different family. You gain 2 points. So I think I've got 2 there.
See, okay, so gain. Wait, scarabs. These are jewels. Sorry. Scarabs. Scarabs? Where's the scarab?
3, so 5. And that's going to be 7. And that will be...
Those are the green ones, right?
9. Yep. So I have 9 for green.
So, gain points individually only if each adjacent insect is from a different family. Another scarab can be one of the adjacent families. Scarabs with an edge of each adjacent insect is from a different family score 2 points. Okay, so I've got this scarab, so 2, 4, 6. And then that scarab should be also 2, 4, 6, right? Should I have 12 from scarabs?
So since they are on the edge, it's only going to be 2 points. So if a scarab is placed on an edge corner and each adjacent insect is from a different family, it's 2 points.
Oh,
so
it's just 2 points, not 2 points per adjacent. Okay, sorry.
Yep.
I was reading it as 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, like.
Yeah.
So it's just 2 points, period, if they're all from different families. Okay.
And so you should have 4.
I got 4. Okay.
And I've got 9. For
Shows
red,
you have 6 though.
Let's see. So
your scarabs are on the edge. 2, 2, 4, 6. Yeah.
Plus 3 is 5.
You got 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus
yours
2
are all
is
on the
7.
edges, so 6 points.
Yeah. Well, but there's the one in the middle. There's a green one in the middle there.
No. Not on the map I'm looking at.
The Christmas beetle. Let me look at yours here.
In the very middle, you've got the bronze birch borer.
Right, but go up 1 and then to the right 1. Christmas beetle.
Oh, that one. Sorry.
Yep, so that would be 3.
But they're not all from different families because you've got 2 of the blue ones.
Oh, shoot. Okay, you're right. I forgot about that. So it is only 6.
Okay.
My bad.
No, I want to confirm that is 6 right or is 9
You're right. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, dang it.
Okay, weevils. So a single red is not going to score you anything. 2 red next to each other will score you 3 points.
Group of 4 is 10. So
3 is 6 points, and a group of 4 is 10. So I have 10.
I have 0, which is correct.
Okay. Ladybugs is you get
I have 5.
gain points is a set being separated from each other. So if they're grouped together, then you're not going to gain anything. I only have 1, so that's nothing.
0. I have 5 for 15. They're all separated.
Nice.
So that is correct.
Longhorns, if you have even numbers, they're going to count 2 points each. But if they're odd in numbers, you're going to count only 1 point each. So I have 3, so that's only 3 points.
I got 4, so that's 8 points.
Yeah.
So So that one scored correctly.
Blue is each pair non-adjacent is 5 points. So I've got 10.
I've got 10 as well.
And then butterflies.
There's 2 points for your biggest group. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Let's see if I can find it.
You just hover over it.
What's that?
You just hover over them. With your mouse, it has the points.
Oh, yeah.
2 points per swallowtail in your largest contiguous group.
And so for that,
So
2, 4, 6, 8.
You got 8, I've got 10. Looks like Mahjong tiles, kind of.
And then the pink ones are if they're each set for 5 points.
They're mirrored, so I did.
Yep.
So I got the 10 points because those top and bottom are mirrored, and then these two are mirrored. I got 10, so that's correct. Yours, you got
Should be just 5.
go in that direction, so you got 5, so that's correct. So everything looks good. Oh, tools.
Everything looks good.
Tools, I have 1 tool left. You have 3 tools left. Yep. Everything's good. Actually won.
Nice job.
Cool, 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 cool.
So you got 59,
59.
and I got 48.
Cool beaners.
GG's.
Well, okay, it was a good night.
Good night.
Yeah, we'll definitely have Zach on again to play this, or Waffle, or something new in the works. The horse game. I gotta go see who is out there to raid.
That.
Anybody out there to raid tonight? Wigs by check. 12. Oh yeah, Suitably Confused has asked, how did you get connected with Zach? Probably more you, TJ, than...
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to remember.
I mean...
I think it was just an outreach through Instagram, and so...
Was
I
it just like
connected with him
initially
that way.
just having him donate, ask him to donate to the charity?
No,
Or was it
he
just
reached
before
out to
that?
me to play or
Oh.
to post about Jewel Box and Top Waffle. So, yeah, he just reached out to me through Instagram, and that's, yeah, how I kind of got connected to him. And then thereafter, I had invited him to participate and like partner with us on the charity stream. So,
Nice.
yeah, good guy.
Yeah.
Good guy.
And then, yeah, so Lovemore's been very supportive of the charity stream every year, and just really good people.
Yes.
Let me put that love in there again to their website. They just have a couple games right now, right? Jewel Box and Top Waffle. I haven't played
Yes.
either. Well, I've played Jewel Box now. Haven't played Top Waffle, but I hear good things about it as well.
It is a good one. It's cute, easy to play. Sounds like they'll have a reprint of it coming out here soon. So.
Actually, here, let's jump over. This is their website. Yep, so Jewel Box, Top Waffle, and the new Fluttering expansion that has the butterflies.
Butterfly in the sky.
There's Zach, and I meant to ask him about Lovemore because their last name is Loveless. So I was like, is it a play
That's
on your
true,
name? I
yeah.
assume it's a play on their name.
Yeah, probably.
Can't go with Loveless games. You gotta go
And we
with
want
Lovemore
to love
games.
games more, so
Yeah. So Zach and his wife Emily, and then they've got their illustrator Megan. Small group right now, but putting out some good stuff. Some good
stuff.
stuff. Ooh, I like that. I like like that sweatshirt. I do like this shirt.
Yeah, they've got cool clothing. And these sweatshirts are soft.
Oh, you're wearing one.
I'm wearing one
right now.
Yeah. It's true.
Cool. I have shirts, but they're just shirts. They're just shirts.
There's shirts.
Shirts and stuff. Okay, well, I think that's it for tonight. It is midnight.
That's it.
That's it, folks. We should be back next week. What's going on next week? I don't think anything. My week is free next week, and then the following week will be at Gen Con. We've talked about going live somehow. I don't know if we will, but we'll see. We'll see if we do something. We could jump on.
It.
We can jump on stream or on
YouTube, Ohika.
On camera, phone.
Thanks for the raid.
Thanks for the raid. Yeah. We won't be here tomorrow night as we usually are, but we'll be back next week. I'll be on the road. I'll be heading down to. Well, it's kind of funny. We're going to a concert in Kansas City, and they changed the venue to. Not Topeka, to drawing a blank.
Wichita?
Nope, not that far. They changed the venue to Lawrence, Kansas.
Oh, yeah.
Which is not that far, but like it's kind of crazy. It was downtown Kansas City, and they moved it to Lawrence. It's like 45 minutes away. So we're going to stay in Lawrence now, which is funny because we're Mizzou fans, and like I told Erica, I'm like, you realize the hotel you got is like literally looking over the University of Kansas. She's like, oh, I'll just look the other way. Like, yeah, rock
chalk, literally.
We're going to die being there, but...
Don't say that.
Yeah. We'll survive. Actually, I'm kind of excited to go to... I've never been there, so it'd be fun to go to a nice little town. Concert it's actually like a kind of a lot of people. What is it called? It is called... We're going to see Taylor Acorn, who's somebody we just randomly discovered. I really like her sound. She kind of has like a Paramore, Blink-182 sound. Like, you can tell she's influenced by a lot of people, but I really like her stuff. But there's a ton of bands there, and what is it called? It's the Adobe Radio Summer School. So what is this? Adobe Radio Summer School Tour. So Taylor Acorn, there's Charlotte Sands, Rain City Drive, Arrows in Actions, Beauty School Dropout, If Not For Me, and Hoodie. I don't know any of these bands. I know Taylor Acorn. But I listened to a little bit of them, and they're all pretty good, so it'd be a good time. It'd be fun to get away. And then we'll go to KC and see Keegan for the weekend. So yeah, so that's my plan. And then nothing next week, and then Gen Con the following week, and then I come back and have more concerts to go to. So fun. Anyway, we'll go. We'll stop talking. We're gonna go raid Wigs by Czech. Wigs by Czech 12. He is streaming board games. I don't know what he's streaming at the moment. But friend of the show, friend of the peeps.
Friend of the peeps. Good night, suitably confused.
Good night. Wigsby. Yes, Wigsby. Oh, Wigsby. Yeah, Wigsby. Sorry. I'm reading it like Wigs by Czech 12. It's Wigsby. Wigsby. I know that. I knew that. Anyway, it's been a night. Oh yeah, we gotta say thanks. Thanks, Rodney. We'll see y'all. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. We'll go raid.
Thanks for watching. Love you, Rodney.